Hello, welcome in. So yeah, today we are back in Kerbal Space Program. Going to be working on the Mars mission again. Hopefully we get to fly today. So I think I got all the vehicles designed last time. I did a little bit of work off stream on the crew launch vehicle. But I think we are ready to start flying assembly missions. Camera's broken. There we go. This monitor keeps moving somehow. Guess I keep bumping it. Alright. Okay. Let me just verify. Yeah. I mean, at least this week it's been a little warmer. It's not like negative 5,000 million degrees outside. But yeah, winter can kind of get moving along. Okay. Let me just check, make sure I've got all these vehicles built. I guess I could just look at the thumbnails. They're very hard to see. Right. February now, so yeah, I am really looking forward to severe weather season. I always look forward to severe weather season. Storm chasing. Okay, that's good. The core stage. Yeah, sometimes even getting into March, we get severe weather. So that's less than a month. Okay, core stage. Cargo resupply vehicle. Okay, cargo resupply vehicle. Earth launch and landing vehicle. Okay, it's the asymmetric atlas. Hab. Okay, the Hab is taking a long time to load. Hab is just too powerful for it. There we go. Mars exploration vehicle. Oh, I need the rover from my other save. Okay, Mars exploration vehicle. And the tanker. And tanker. Okay. I need to transfer those save files. Theme library. I think it's this one. Was it this one? Yeah. It's Rover, I think. Yeah. Mars. Ships VAB. I'm gonna have to test and debug this craft file. Because stuff always breaks when I port things over from other saves. Also, I want to test this rover because it was buggy before, if I remember right. But is it? I feel like we'll call this temp and launch. Hello, hello, welcome in. Making another slightly less gigantic plane. Yeah, that other one was crazy. Hopefully this one works a little bit more stable. Unfortunate. It looked really cool. This one will fly. Well, hopefully it does. Yeah, I've never had any luck with planes. Okay. So, if I go into internal cockpit, I can't because there's no crew. Okay, so if I go forward, why can't I drive forward? Is it out of power? Nice. Well, let me know how it works. I'm interested to know. I need infinite electricity because I think it's bugged out. Oh, I didn't activate the wheels. All right, so if I drive forward, it does indeed drive forward. Is that wheel turning the right way? Yes. It's not trying to do anything funny. Okay, that's right. Now let me check the back wheels. Okay, steering works. Okay. control point forward. All right, let's see if this is right, because I had problems with this before. Rover autopilot. Let's just add a waypoint and see. So if I say drive, will it drive to this waypoint? Yes. Okay, I think I fixed the rover because it was broken. Oh. Okay. So that works. Those work. Okay. Revert to vehicle assembly. Rover's fixed, definitely. Yeah, we're very confident. The rover is fixed. Trust. Mars Roomba. It does really look like a Roomba. Why have you put this image in my mind? Okay, did I leave any instructions? I did not leave instructions on how to fly this thing. Does KSP's craft file save any information on... Where does it save the description? I wanna know what description I wrote for the thing. I don't know. May have raised the entire world's crust by a couple meters. I'm not sure if that was the rover or some of the launch vehicles I fired off. What was I looking at here? Definitely the Roomba. Probably. What action groups do I have? I need to note these. 1, 2 antennas. Toggle RL10 gimbal. What is this? Oh, this is the cruise. Custom 4. That was 3. Found the KSP system. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not stable. cruise stage. Or no, wait, this is... I think 4 and 5 are both cruise stage. Wait. That's... What's this? That's that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? That radiator? What? Wow, that's a lot of chaos pretty quickly. 3, 6. I'm just gonna get rid of all of these. Um... How old is that world? Extend radiator. Uh-huh. Extend radiator. Uh-huh. Extend radiator. Okay. So that's that set of solar panels. Okay, that one's already in there. So that's a set of 4 antennas. Okay. All right. And also, why do we have the old F1s? I don't want the old F1s. I want the F1Bs. I'm gonna make some changes to the Saturn. M1, huh? If you say so. All right, we're gonna save this. We'll save this as rover old. Now I'll just go back. Yes. Now, we're gonna get rid of these for the moment. 4 engine mounts. We want the F1. We'll go for the F1B. Lag. Come on, F1. Please just let me search. There we go. 4 F1Bs. M1B. Or F1B. Okay. And there it is. Okay. Now, F1B. Now, we will rotate these. Okay. F1s. Those need to go there. LRB, yep, okay. Okay. Let's try this. I wonder if it's going to work or self-destruct on the pad. We love KSP. Okay, we can close this and the rover autopilot. It's going. It's going. Oh, I don't think it needs an FTS. I think it'll do just fine on its own. Does it need solids, do we think? No rain drive on it. And not in the atmosphere. Atmosphere. To be fair, this is not the biggest thing I've ever tried to fly. Nowhere close. This is how many F1s? A dozen? Yeah. 2 on each booster, so that's 8, and then 4 on the core stage. It says 60 seconds left on the boosters, but I'm not sure. Oh, we got stable guidance, according to MechJib. Darn it! Okay. So it likes to fly way too low. So we're gonna have to fix that. What if if I did booster pitch of 0.25 instead of 0.5, if that would fix it. Also, I need an action group for shutting down those engines. Okay, so change pitch rate, action group for the engines. "20 seconds. We'll just run this to orbit and see how it does. Also, how's our roll control on this stage? We don't appear to have any. Okay, so 3 changes. Roll control, action group. What was the third thing? Action group, second stage roll control, pitch rate. Okay, roll control for second stage. What did I do? I didn't... No! No, it's lagging again. Well, we can wait now. Please don't crash. I don't want to wait 15 minutes for the game to reload. Okay. We'll undo that. There we go. Okay, let's get the APS pods. We'll just use the 200 series ones. That's enough. No, let's put them down there where they go. Now, is there... There's no different configs, okay. They go in this stage. Yeah, with the M1. Gotcha. Welcome in. Okay. Add roll control. Change pitch rate. I just don't do that. Action group. Okay, so those are 4 engines, actions. We'll go 10. 2, okay. We'll go for, I don't know, that engine. Shut down, lock gimbal. Shut down, lock gimbal. And let's use action group 9. Is that 1 engine per booster? Yeah. Shut down engine, lock gimbal. And we'll make that 9. 4X, F1B. Shut down. Boosters. All right, let's try this now. Okay, this rover thing is annoying. Go away. Why did it pick a different launch complex every time? I think it's funny how it makes a perfect smoke ring circle. No, Launch Complex 41 could definitely not handle that. A dozen F1s versus Launch Complex 41. These are just test flights, so I'm not really being too picky about what launch complex it chooses. Dummy stats. This is true. Anybody want to fund a little project? Taskbar in there. There we go. Have 30 seconds left in the firing of these boosters. We'll shut down 4 of the 8 booster engines. I think this is gonna work. It says we're gonna have about 500 meters per second left when we get to orbit. That should be more than plenty. Shut down. Alright, so at 410, we'll separate this fairing. What are we doing? What are we doing? What was that? What are we doing? What are we doing? Excuse me? What's it doing? Yeah, something's not right. No, it's not supposed to spin like that. Also, welcome in. Yeah, something's not right with this. Okay, I'm gonna go with a different engine configuration. That engine just might be glitched. I'm gonna go with 5 J2s. It's not as cool, but maybe it won't glitch out like that. S2 engine mount. And of course, the J2 isn't there. So we're gonna have to wait for this laggy search. Yeah. I wish the KSP search was better. It's just bad. Lags out the whole game for like 30 seconds. Just by clicking on the search box, it lags out the game for 30 seconds. Okay, you can unlag anytime now, please. Thank you. G2. I do need to find a range safety plugin. That would be fun. Then I could range safety my vehicles when they go crazy. There is. I need that. Gotcha. Yeah. I probably won't install it right now because it would mean a KSP reload, but... No, we want the J2S. J2S. And now we will fill J2S. And it shortens the total vehicle length by a little bit. Nice. Okay, I will mess around with that after stream. Yeah, being able to FTS a booster that's going crazy would be very fun. Where did my other J2... Oh, there it is. J2, yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully, we make orbit this time. Without any strange control issues. Oh, darn it, I forgot to lock the gimbal on the center engine. That's okay. I should have my notes out so I can note things like that. Lock center engine gimbal. Nice. That sounds awesome. Sounds like exactly what we need for the way I play KSP, which is very realistically. Play KSP very realistic, he says as he launches a rocket with a dozen F1s from Slick 41. Yeah, very realistically. Yeah. See, this is just testing. This is just test flights. Who knows, for real flights, I might even add launch clamps. Gonna lock that. Control locked. There we go. It's so loud. So let's see. Action group 9 is boosters. 10 is core. So we have I'm gonna zoom out because that will make it less laggy, hopefully. It's very laggy. It's not happy with all of these engines. This 60 seconds is taking like 3 minutes. Okay, coming up on it here. 30 seconds. Alright, we are now down to 8 operating F1 engines. Hopefully we can make it through without KSP's glitched heat mechanics from blowing up a part. I think it's working. Is it starting to cool off? I don't know why it glitches out and thinks that that part is overheating. It's really annoying. I guess it's just the combination of dynamic pressure and altitude that it doesn't like. Now we're down to 4 operating F1s. 2 operating F1s. Let's see if it does the glitch out spin at staging this time. Hopefully not. Alright, so we can shut those down a little bit later, say 15 seconds. Alright, it looks stable. I think we're good. So at 410, I'll separate this interstage. I think we're good. Now let's time accelerate and see if we make orbit. I can get rid of those APS pods. I think we're gonna make orbit. Shut down. All right. And I think, yeah, that was cruise stage. Yeah. Okay. So that's cruise configuration. And then we obviously have this engine. Okay, cool. So that is our Mars lander. And then obviously, or, well, this is, I mean, it's a Mars lander, but it's not the crewed version. Okay, so the rover works. Revert to vehicle assembly. Now let me fix those two issues. Delete the APS pods and lock the center engine gimbal. Gimbal locked, because on the Saturn V, the center engine on the S2 does not have gimbal capability. Okay. So we can also now delete this. All right, let's find a Mars transfer window. Maybe 5.2. Mars. 30-degree inclination. final orbit. Plot it. Okay, year 1, day 357. Day 357. Hopefully this doesn't glitch out my game. Day 357. Okay, so if I just warp to day 357, that should do it. Make sure I don't have a random alarm. Ah. Can I get that planner still, actually? Yeah. Let's put this in again. Ah. Is there a way I can warp to this? Is it gonna stop the warp for me? Yes. All right, let's get this thing on the launch pad and actually get into flight here. So now this is actually the real flight. So we want to try and do this more realistically than last time. And I do want launch clamps, I think. Wait for it to lag because it's KSP. We love lag. There we go. I think it's unlagging. There they are. What's the root node here? That's already the root. Okay. Fairing closed. That stage. Okay. Now let's make sure we put this on the right launch pad this time. Slick 39B. Launch. All right, once we get outbound, I'll make a save. All right, and we have now transitioned from the designing phase to the flying phase. Let's get where is the pork chop plot tool? Mars. 185.2. 30-degree inclination. Plot it. Departure now. LAN is 197.58. Launch in 9 hours, 50 minutes. Okay, let's warp to the launch window. Here we go. Ignition. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Okay, seeing it come through the clouds like that is actually pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, it's lagging, but that's okay. Just look how long a second is taking. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonder if I zoom way out if time will speed up. A little bit. Alright. Okay. So the boosters are now at 1 inch in each. That should be enough to keep it from overheating and exploding parts. Which it shouldn't do anyway, but that's just KSP being glitchy for you. Like, we should not be getting any heating right now. seconds. Standing by for shutdown. Okay. So I will need now what? Maneuver planner, that's already open. Once I get into orbit. Okay, we are in orbit. So 5 and 4 are the cruise stage. Okay. Advanced transfer to another planet. Select a target. Set as target. Departure anytime now. Create node. Okay. So it's going to be 3,600. Let's, because we can't do that, because that we don't want an escape yet. Let's edit this maneuver to be 2,000. Can I delete this maneuver? I want to delete this maneuver. Okay, we'll just say execute next node. So it's going to be a 10-minute burn. Okay. Ignition. Nuclear engine ignition. So we are obviously splitting the Transmars injection burn over 2 different burns for efficiency. Okay, we are coming up on shutdown. Remove all nodes. Okay. Departure ASAP, create node. Remove all nodes. Yep, that looks right. Execute next node. Okay, 6-minute 51-second burn, standing by for nuclear engine ignition. Ignition. It's also a really cool screenshot. I'm gonna get that. What's our hydrogen doing? Oh, we still got plenty. Delta V stats. And this should be enough delta V easily for this plus Mars orbit insertion. Okay. How are we doing here? So we escape Earth. We do intercept Mars. That's good. That's good. Now I'm just interested because we've got 4,700 meters per second. This is, call it a simulation for the future missions. I'm not actually going to burn this maneuver. That needs to go away. All right, so that will work. $3,040. Okay. So that might not work, but we'll deal with that later. Remove all nodes. Node in 136 days. Okay. Remove all nodes. Okay. Execute next node. What? Why is it not? Did it glitch out and think I don't have power? Oh, I'm still warping, that's why. I do have forward RCS, right? No. I hope I do. I hope I have forward RCS. Welcome in, Taco. I do not have forward RCS. Okay, well, I guess it's gotta be the engine then. Shut down. That was definitely an oversight. Should still work, though. Let's time warp a little bit more. Fair. I should add that, although I'm already in flight. Warp to SOI. Sounds good. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, warp to SOI. Mars escape, what? Did I warp? I warped right past Mars. Okay, I gotta revert. Load save. Let's load the persistent save. That should be hopefully before this. Darn. Yeah, clearly the distraction worked. Ah, perfect. Fly. I'm actually gonna make this into a save because that way this doesn't happen again. Flying KSP without saving is dangerous. So 1 rover outbound. Fine-tune closest approach to target. Let's go 185.2. Five days or 5 hours. It's a 0.8 second burn. All right, let's I want a high inclination. Let's say like 60 degrees. Or no, hold on. Let me actually. I want to see. Can I zoom out, please? Let's just search Mars map. Because I want to zoom up. It won't let me zoom on this thing. I want to pick a landing site. This place is cool. Let's land like right in here. So -3 degrees. So I want a very shallow inclination of like 3 degrees. So I can't get. So I can't. 3 degrees. Whoa. Change perigee. 185.2. After a fixed time of 3,600 seconds. Oh. No. Fine, I'll just add the maneuver manually. Inclination. $25.1. Okay, this should do something. So it's gonna be, it says a 3-second burn. Ignition. Circularize at next perigee. That's a lot of delta V. All right, we need 12. I don't like that. We need to tune this perigee again. It's drifted quite a bit. Now it's too low for comfort. Kill rotation. Okay. Circularize it. Next perigee. Create node. And it is minus 1250. Why is it not letting me type? Okay, there it did. Um, ignition. This also seems like a cool screenshot. Okay, how much delta V do I have? I have quite a bit of extra delta V, actually. All right, we are in orbit now. So we need 2,000 meters per second left over.
Okay, we do have enough for a big plane change here. Okay. So this will be circularized at 300 miles. You have doubled the luminosity of the sun. That seems suboptimal. Did you turn the sun into a blob of metallic hydrogen, though? 110 in December. Ugh. Fun. I'm sure everyone on Earth appreciates this. Most of the US, yeah, I bet. I'm thinking the poles sound pretty nice. Alright, I am pleased with that. Let's make a save. $160 in South America. Yeah, that sounds pretty toasty. Alright, let's... Where is my landing site of choice? Alright, change perigee to 185.2 in an hour. Alright, I am not sure how this power descent is gonna go, but we're gonna try it. So there's our desired landing site down in there. Circularize at an altitude of 185.2. Yeah, I bet there would be. Does Universe Sandbox simulate that? Yeah. I don't know, what's saltwater boil at? Is it lower or higher? Ah. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty intense, computation-wise, on a planet level. Because I know salt raises the freezing point. Or lowers the freezing point. Yeah, because, yeah, lowers the freezing point because it melts ice. Brain not braining today. Alright. Now... Good evening. We are doing good. My rover has arrived in Mars orbit, and we are preparing for power descent. And I haven't landed this rover in a long time, so I may crash. I made a save, so... Yeah. Yeah, I think I probably will crash. I think there is a high likelihood of this. Yeah, that sounds right. This is true. Thankfully, there's no crew in this. If it will quit glitching out, they are methylox oil tins. Have I watched it last night? Watched what? Well, at least it's not Ice Ball Venus like it was the other night. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? Oh, yeah. I didn't watch it, but I was kind of following it. That was crazy. All the hydrogen, like, I mean, it's not crazy. It's hydrogen. Like, it's gonna leak. But I thought they fixed that. Was the clock doing something? Like the clock itself? I think I'm gonna have to revert, because MechJeb is doing I don't know what. Oh. I'll have to try and go back and watch the video and try and find that. Because that sounds entertaining. Yeah, MechJeb, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? I'm just reverting. I'm done with this. I'm just gonna have to eyeball the MechJ blend anywhere. Alright, let's try this again. That is funny. Like the first 9 is not even in the right format. It's like glitched out. um Alright, we're just gonna try like here. Land somewhere. Bunch of green pixels missing on the third 9. Oh yeah, I see them. That's bad. I don't like that. Now that I've seen them. I did not see that. Misaligned top and lower part on the first. Oh yeah, I saw the first 9 being all like glitchy. It kind of does, yeah. Zoom in on it. Oh, this thing? Oh! I think, oh, I see it. It's bad. I don't want to look at that countdown clock anymore. was a multiple phase process. Seems like it. Alright, and drop tank is empty. It was a blast following it. Yeah, I bet you're just like sitting there watching the clock glitch out. Okay, so I did the deorbit way soon. I might run it again. Okay, that one is very true. No argument from me there on that. Yep. That's how launch windows go. What's the keys for brakes in KSP? Yeah, that was a very bad landing. B. Yeah, the solar panels do look a little bit iffy. Energy drink cans. Steering motor. Steering motor. Steering motor. Ah, that's nice. Well, I'm gonna need to do it again because I landed way off target. Load save. Ready for PDI. The first Roomba to set foot on Mars. This is true. The Roomba space program. This is true. This is true. One small step for a Roomba, giant leap for the vacuum cleaner industry. True, true. Ignition. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds like something a Roomba would do. I think we're gonna be a little bit long this time. Yeah, we're gonna be way long. I'm gonna need to start again. Alright, so I started there. Let's start over that first ridge this time. Oceans are starting to boil. Yeah, I think you increased the luminosity of the sun a little bit too much. Yeah, energy drinks are they're not good for you. All right, let's try here. Land somewhere. At least the crude lander is a little bit safer to land. How are we doing? This one might actually make it. It's gonna be close enough anyway. Still gonna be okay. So I started there. So I need to start over that second ridge. No, that'll throw me into that crater. I need to start there. By that tiny little short ridge. I'll use this to practice landing and then I'll try it one more time. wonder how bad like mech jab will feel if I try and let it do a full auto landing. It's gonna fail. I can't activate those engines because I'll spin out of control. Yep, we're dead. Load save. See what I mean by this lander is difficult to land? There's no way to edit action groups when I'm in flight, is there? Well, I need to load the save anyway because the deorbit wasn't in the right place, so... Let's try this. Because I would really like an action group to shut down 2 of these engines. Wrench and hammer tab on the right. Let me stage this and then I'll check it out. Oh, and it even pauses the game for me. So 4 and 5. We'll do 6. Oh, and they're in symmetry, so that's gonna be a problem. That's a problem. I can't get him out of symmetry, can I? There's no way I can control independent throttle, is there? How can I? Well, like, see, my problem is all 4 engines are in symmetry. So if I click on one, it it does the whole group of 4. I can assign those. Yeah, but I can't do them at the exact same time. And if I don't do them at the exact same time, the asymmetric thrust will make it spin out of control. I can get them. How do I get them out? Oh, remove from symmetry. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now I have, I think it's 6 is that action group. I didn't figure it out. I was instructed how to do it. Okay, this one's gonna make it to the landing zone, I think, because my landing ellipse is somewhere in here. Yeah, we're making it to the landing ellipse. We're gonna clear the crater. We're gonna hit the landing ellipse. Heck yeah. Oh, look at the procedurally generated textures. Oh, that's like right smack dab in the middle of the landing ellipse. Beautiful. Call that bad backflip looking good. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, darn. And my keyboard is broken. Ah! Come on, keyboard. Is it because this is still open? Oh, there we go. Well, I guess we try it again. A regular debris avoiding maneuver. Hopefully, I can hit the landing zone again. Everything was going so good right up until the end there. Mars is hard. Unfortunately. Oh, I warped past it. Load save. And I need to set up the action group again. Might as well do the action group here. Lock gimbal, shut down engine. Lock gimbal, shut down engine. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's try this again. Ignition. This is gonna be it. We're gonna do it this time. landing zone keeps moving. We're gonna be right on target. I think we might have it again. Yep, we got the landing site. The crewed lander is a lot safer. It uses a heat shield for aero braking instead of this. Darn it! Darn it, 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 darn it! Okay, we made it. Okay. Okay, we're on the ground. We're in the landing zone. I'm calling that good. That was pretty hairy at the end, but we're on the ground. We didn't run out of gas. Whew. Yeah, not a sketchy lander at all. No, totally not. And I didn't just read this. Okay. Deploy the antennas. Okay, all of that works. We'll just go ahead and stow all of that stuff. Now let's get Let's get the drive systems enabled here. And let's drive away from this debris. Save game. 04. Rover landed. Okay. Let's go to the tracking station and terminate debris. Or actually, hold on. We'll go to the tracking station and I'll crash the transfer stage into Mars because that's cool. We can terminate the S2 because it's still in orbit. This thing. I can terminate debris. We clean up after our missions. Rover debris. I'm going to leave those because that's kind of cool. We'll fly this stage. And how much Delta V is left? Because we can do a propellant wasting maneuver and then crash it. What time does the pizza place close tonight? 2 a.m. Okay, I probably won't be able to get an order in. Let's see how much I've got. 5,000 meters per second left. The 90-degree inclination change, anyone? Hold on. We have plenty of enough Delta V to do a transfer to Pluto. Do a U-turn. I could literally do a U-turn. Fussing on us with ordering pizza. Hey, I was just considering ordering pizza. I didn't actually order pizza. It's kind of fun. We've got propellant to waste in this stage. I'm going to do a close flyby Phobos, and then I'm going to impact Deimos. I'll chat you in a bit. I'm probably not going to end up ordering it tonight because they close at 2, and that's when I end stream. I guess I could order it like 15 minutes before stream ends. I don't know. I'll decide. Yeah. I'm sure they don't appreciate that. I could do that. I'll decide. I'm not really that hungry and I got snacks, so I may just pass on a pizza. Um, fine tune. Let's do a flyby at 5 kilometers. What's our inclination right now? Well, it looks like I'm going to impact Phobos. Didn't mean to do that, but I meant to fly by Phobos and impact Deimos, but whatever. Tracking station. It's fun to have an extra stage that you don't need anymore with plenty of Delta V that you can just goof around with. Can I save the game? Let's save. I already saved for Rover landed. Zero 5. Okay. When is our next window? Ah. I did not mean to do that. What's that? I don't know what that does. Earth to Mars. 30. Okay, a year and 191 days. How many missions will we have to launch before departure? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Tanker doesn't need to fly, and we can delete temp. Rover doesn't need to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Rover autosaved ship, we can also delete. So we need the core, the hab, the lander, a crew, cargo, and 2 boosters. 7 flights. So if we say the first mission, or the final mission, launches at 30 days prior to departure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 210 days. So at 210 days before launch, the first mission launches. Second mission, third mission, fourth mission, fifth mission, sixth mission, seventh mission. Okay, 210 days. All right. All right, so day 260 will launch. And it's 6. Should be what? The core? We can probably get... we might be able to get the first rendezvous done, honestly. I want to at least get the core into orbit. We got lucky. KSP didn't crash today, and OBS didn't crash today. Magic. Sometimes getting KSP to work feels like magic. All right, core. The core is the second biggest launch vehicle that we'll be using for this mission. 39B launch. The biggest is the rover vehicle that we saw go. So the one I already did. Yeah, the fairing is a little bit oversized. Earth to Mars. More boosters. I mean, I had to put more boosters on it when I was designing it. Your 4-day 105. 260. Day 260. Wait, 365. 105. Okay, cool. I mean, it doesn't need more boosters. It shouldn't if it still works like it did in my testing anyway. I had to keep giving it more boosters in testing. Ejection land 347.93. Gotta have boost. I did build one vehicle one time that needed boosters for the boosters. 347.93. Oh, this is going to be a night launch. Yep, very much a night launch. And here we go. Mighty AJ260s. Auto strut failing me. Auto strut was glitching out on me. Could you imagine how bright a night launch with AJ260s would be? Yeah, literally. I mean, heck, Artemis 1 was practically the sun. Alright, so it's on custom 10. I mean, Artemis 1 was practically the sun. Oh, it was way brighter than a full moon. You could see boats out on the water, you could see, like, details on buildings. It was crazy. Shut down, or half of the engine shut down. Not really inboard, but shut down. Alright, at 3:30. We'll separate this interstage thing. Yeah, the big fairing kind of glitches out. directly into a 555 by 555 orbit. Shut down. Beautiful. Right on target. Okay, let's get some solar power out here. We don't need high gains yet. We can't get those out until after the boosters. All right, and we need to shut down this engine. Oh, there's a bot. Can somebody get that bot? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I can retract those. Cool. That'll be important for refueling. All right, tracking station. Let's terminate that core stage, or the upper stage. S2. Terminate. Rover is still on Mars. Core is happily in orbit. Let's fly the core. Should not keep this bag of chocolates on my desk. I've already eaten like a third of them. Just over the day. Chocolates are good. They're just like regular milk chocolates. What's my current save called? Core in orbit. All right. Well, it is 1:30. I do not believe I have time to do a rendezvous in half an hour. I might go ahead and end stream here and then pick back up with the Mars mission. I actually do have some Reese's. Why? Is that bad? They're just not on my disk. Why can Reese's not be on the disk? Yeah, there'd probably be an empty bag of Reese's. Yeah. Yeah, I will eat Reese's. Like, if I open a bag of those, they are gone. That's why I haven't opened the bag I have of them yet. Yeah. I think I probably I don't know if I will get pizza or not, but regardless, I think I probably am going to go ahead and end stream here because I don't have time to really do much else. So, is there anybody on that I know to raid? Let's see. Anybody playing KSP? This person is building some curse thing. I think I'm just gonna send you there. If they have raids on, let's see. Yeah. All right. I will see you Thursday. Next stream Thursday, 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern. I will be playing more Minecraft. Yeah. I may be changing the Monday stream time. I might move it to Sunday. I haven't decided yet, but just stay updated on the schedule. I will keep my Twitch schedule updated. All right. I will